Hello, YouTube. This is Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Here on the East Coast, it's what, May 21st or 22nd? Snow on the ground. It'll be gone by the end of the day. But man, a snowstorm at the end of March. Knew it was going to happen. It happens all the time. Damn groundhog. Anyway, it's time again for another knife of the day. I really do hope you guys are doing well and having a good one. Knife of the day, that's the series where I go through my collection one knife at a time, one day at a time. I've been going through my Chris Reeve collection. It's over 58 different knives, a lot of variations in it. But I thought I'd start. We have a lot of knives to go. I don't know, 40 or so. But I wanted to start peppering in. We're gonna get through. I want to get through the Chris Reeve knives. I want to have a record of all of the knives and stuff that I have, and I really love my Chris Reeve collection. So we're gonna go through all those. But I figure every now and then, of course, we talk about the new Spydercos. Knocking wood that it all comes in later on this evening. It's Thursday, March, I want to say 22nd, 2018 as I do this. I was hoping for 4 knives. 3 knives are coming. It should be here by the time I get home from work. So I'll probably do a late night knife video, or depending on how work goes, how upset I am, it might wait till tomorrow. I don't know yet, but hopefully 3 very good knives that I love having are coming. So I break it up with the new Spyderco knives that come to me. But I thought I'd break it up too every now and then with some of the other knives in the collection. There are a lot of knives besides the Browse blades, Spyderco's, Chris Reeve knives, etc. Here's the Hinderer. I like this. This is the knife of the day. I dipped into my Hinderers. Hinderer half track. I'll tell you, I don't know, 6, 7 Hinderers. This is the most recent Hinderer, and I just went crazy when I saw it. I really wanted it. I like smaller knives. It's an expensive knife, at least when I got it, when it first came out. I think it still is pretty expensive for the size of it, but man, it's so well built. I'll tell you what it reminds me of, and I'm going to compare it at the end to this. This is the Spyderco Techno. I'll tell you, the Techno was my very first knife over $100 that I bought. And I was buying all my knives from Amazon.com. And this got through Amazon.com. First knife, over $100. This one is more than 5 times that amount. Okay. I'm looking forward to Spyderco's new Techno 2, which is coming out a little thinner and all of that. But I like these chunky small knives for what I could do with it. I just like them. This is a chunky small knife. Look how thick that titanium is. Look at the scales, the handle. It's so well done. It's a flipper, of course. It just falls down. It's so smooth. Flips out. Hinderer earlier on, when I started 4 years ago or so, it's hard to get a Hinderer. He didn't have his distribution as much as he does now. His knives out in distribution as much. And the flipping action had a lot to be desired. Man, it flips out now, I'll tell you. Just a real nice knife. I like the half track. There are numerous variations of the half track. All kinds of different ones. Blade HQ had a special one. They're all over the place. At one point, I thought about doing a series of half tracks. I just like it. It's a great knife to play with. It's a chunk in your pocket, but for my uses, it does pretty well. You know, So this is the Hinderer half track S35VN steel. You could tell it's the Hinderer. And S35V, I don't know if you can make that out. Of course, that's Crucible's S35VN steel. I love that steel. All of my Chris Reeve knives have them. 2.75 inches for that blade, so it's under that 3-inch mark. About 2.5 inches of it is blade. The total size is just 6.6 inches. It's a small, chunky knife. I'm going to compare it to the Techno and the Small and Cozy from Chris Reeve so you can see just how small this is. But man, what a chunk. What a chunk. This has a satin blade. They have a number of different blade finishes. For me, it's a textured titanium. It comes in a whole bunch of colors, a whole bunch of everything. One thing I think Hinderer has done, the jimping is nice. It doesn't kill your thumb, but it keeps you there. Just a real nice. And I like the fuller. Take off a little bit of the weight. I say it's chunky. Look, this little 6.6 inch, 2.75 inch knife, total 6.6 inches, is 4.6 ounces. It's a heavy chunk. It really is. See-through construction. What they do very well, if you're familiar with Hinderer, I like their pivot. I do. Again, I always err, and maybe it's my age or whatever. I like just a simple pivot. If you have a coin, if you have a dime in your pocket or a penny, you can unscrew this pivot and do some work on it. I also like them. I'm not a huge person that pimps out knives, and I'm kind of plain Jane myself in that regard. What I get, I appreciate. I love to see what other people do with their knives, though, and I'm very jealous. I love how everyone pimps them out. I think back in my mind, I keep thinking, at some point, everything I own is getting sold, and I'm living a lot simpler life. But also, I have, 3 kids, grown kids, my 2 daughters and my son, and I have 5 grandsons. Okay? So, I think about that. Let them pimp it. All right? Or if I sell it, let the person who gets it next pimp it out. But I love the creativity in the knife community and what they do. So, not only you have that pivot, of course, you can buy different clips from Hinderer. This one is right only, right-handed tip up. It has the frame lock, kind of early lock up, but man, I can't explain how smooth this thing is. This is one of those that, you can be watching TV and it just flips and it feels nice in the hand. And I love the texturing. I do. Just a real nice knife, you guys. This is, it is on the expensive side. Again, 500 and something, 550 or something like that. It's an expensive knife. Usually I don't talk about knives because everyone thinks everything I show is expensive. But man, I wanted this when I saw it. I'm happy I got it. The only reason you don't see me with 5 different ones is because of the price tag. But I do love it. The knife of the day, the Hinderer half track. The Hinderer half track. It's a small Mighty Mouse kind of knife. 2.75 inch blade. S35VN steel. Here's the Techno. So it's a little bit bigger than the Techno. And here is the small Chris Reeve and Single. So you can see that the blade size is about the same, but of course it's thicker and a lot heavier. But man, love the flipping action. Love how it looks, how it feels in the hand. Just a real nice knife. And that's it. That's the knife of the day. If you're enjoying this series, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. I really would appreciate it. And hit the likes as well. I want to know that you're out there. Love all your comments. I know I'm so slow at responding to comments, but let me just say this. Your comments make my day. They really do. And I love the people who comment about to add stuff like blade steels and all of that. I love that. I love people who say, I just got this. So shout out to all you guys. Kind words make my day. I appreciate all of you guys. Turn on your notifications. You don't want to miss the random videos that I do. And of course, on the week, Monday through Friday, we do knife of the day. On the weekend, what I do is I grab a bunch of knives that have something in common and talk about those. And of course, new Spidacles on the way. You guys have a perfect day. Really, thank you very much for giving me so much of your time. I know how precious it is. That's the one thing that you can't get back once you spend it. So I really appreciate that. Appreciate you guys. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.